So finally, Manor Lords is almost here, but I've been lucky enough to try it early and it's honestly everything I've wanted. I've spent countless hours on Banished years ago, and this game takes that, improves pretty much everything, combines it with total war-like combat, where you build the equipment needed for your population to fight off bandit camps, other lords, and defend from raids. And today we have a full game, where we're going to attempt the on the edge scenario, giving us just 1 year to prepare for our very first raid. Fail and it's pretty much game over. Also, we are so close to 100k, so if everybody watching subscribed, we would hit it in no time and it would mean so much to me. Thank you. So as you can see, we are going with on the edge as our scenario. There's currently 3 in the game. The win condition for this one is to reach the large town settlement level, which I believe is the highest settlement level of map adversary. So we're going to put them on. That will mean we actually have another lord fighting for our land, but we're going to leave everything else the same. And as you can see here, we have 1 year before our very first raid. So we have to build an army fast. And here it is. So we start off with the homeless people's tent. We have a hitching post and some supplies, but we have a message. Where others see trouble, you see potential. These lands shall become rich and prosperous under your skillful management. So if we zoom out, we can see the whole map right here. We're the red little town, and the other lord has these 2 settlements. But let's see what resources we got. I mean, not great. So we have some stone, which is a rich deposit, so it has quite a lot. We have some iron, berries, wild animals, and clay. I was kind of hoping for maybe like a rich berry or animal deposit so we could have a lot of food, but that doesn't seem likely. So we're probably going to have to rely a little bit on fertility, and if we check the fertility of our wheat, it's all green. So you know what, farming is going to be a very big thing for us. But yeah, this game works rather than just population. It's more about families. So we can see right here we have 5 level 1 families. Right now they're all unassigned. That is fine. And to reach the next settlement level, which is a small village, we literally just need 5 level 1 houses. So, I mean, our food's over here. So I guess building our houses maybe on this side. Later on farming over here could work. But we have a new message. We've received reports of a band of raiders roaming the nearby lands. Should we track their steps? Yes. So as you can see, in 365 days, we are going to face our first raid. But let's get started with building. So the first thing we're going to want is a logging camp, and we'll chuck that right about there. We're also going to want a woodcutter's lodge, and they will produce some firewood for our houses once they're built. So we'll get that built as well. And we're also going to want our hunting camp and, of course, our forager's hut. So we're going to get all these built. And we'll go ahead and just make some roads. Just connecting them all to the main road for now. Just so, you know, people can travel along them a bit quicker. And then we'll make a big road just to the main road right now. So everything is connected, which is exactly what we need. Because otherwise, people are going to move so much slower. So as you can see, we lower the speed. What they're going to do now is this woodcutter's lodge needs 1 timber, so they're going to use our ox to transport the logs to there, and then everybody can actually start building. Here we go, and you see this button here, visit mode. You can actually just drop down into our town, see what's happening. Of course, I mean, there's not really much going on now. Everyone's just kind of standing around bored, homeless. But yeah, that will get built up nice and fast, but what we need is within the next year, we need like a decent sized army. Now, right now, we have no resources to build any units, because for your units, you need recruits and military supplies to actually arm them, which is what I really like about this game, because, you know, the people who fight in your armies, when they're not in your armies, they're just your farmers, right? Your foragers, everything. So if they die in war, it can have like a really nasty effect, because you're just losing out on half your workforce. There we go. So that's our woodcutter's lodge. We're not going to need a woodcutter for now. Once the first houses are built, then we will. But there we go. The logging camp is built. So we'll assign 1 whole family now to go and work in that, which is 2 people, and they're both felling trees right now. So there we go. After that hunting camp, that is like a basic village setup. We have a logging camp and we have some food. Nice. But we do desperately need some houses because approval is very important. You need it over 50%. And once it is, more families will move in so you can actually grow. But if your approval is below 50%, nobody will move in. So each house costs 2 timber. So we're going to need at least 10 to get 5 houses down. So we'll just give our logging camp a little bit of time. You know, it doesn't matter too much. We're going to have a homeless debuff for a little while anyway. But what we can do is say, I think maybe do like that. We'll have our first row of houses right here. And the people are starting to want market space. And market space is very important, like all the workers. So if we come and look at our hunter, once we have like a little market area, the hunter will take their supplies to the market. So the houses can actually pick up all their food, their firewood, their clothes. And all this stuff is needed to level up the houses later on. There we go. So I just built like an extra little road there just so we can connect our marketplace to it now. So once all the houses are actually built as well, the people will actually be getting their supplies from the marketplace. And it doesn't cost us anything to build. It's completely free. And eventually people will just start making their own stalls. So we have a food stall that's come up there, I guess, from the forager's hut maybe. Yeah, as you can see, this family owns a market stall. So they will just naturally refill it with the supplies they have. And we do have our first 10 timbers. So we're going to go to construction and build some plots. So we could do it this way. And that only gives us 3. We could do that though, because it is good to give them some room in their back garden. Because later on, with that room, they can become like a shoemaker. They can become like tailors. They can make you shields. You can actually like make them like blacksmiths and whatever else, and that will become their job, and they work from their house and stuff, which is very useful. But we have that first row of houses right next to the market. I guess we'll just do like, just do another little road up here and chuck some extra houses on this one as well. So we do it like that. That will fit 2 houses, but if you look, that one house has a plus symbol next to a little house icon. That means it's big enough to support 2 families eventually. So we can create that. So once they're all built, we will now have 6 houses actually ready to go. So people, hopefully, you know, will start moving in. I mean, there's not really any reason to move in. There's quite literally nothing here. But you know what? You know, we'll hope, pray. People are stupid enough. And pretty soon, our first house has been built. So this is the backyard extension I'm talking about. At the first level, they can just do vegetable gardens, chicken coops, and goat sheds. But once they're a higher level, they can become breweries and make ale for your taverns. They can become cobblers, make bows for you, armorers, tailors, all this stuff, which is really, really, really useful. So at least giving them a garden is really good. And the bigger their garden, the better they grow vegetable gardens as well. Now, none of these gardens are very big, so maybe not on any of these houses, but later on, vegetable gardens can be really good because people get happy the more types of food that, you know, are actually on your market. So just getting vegetables for free can be very helpful for that. There we go. So this house over here has just been built. And like what I was talking about, you can expand the living space. So rather than being 1 out of 1 families, it can actually support 2. Once everybody's not homeless anymore, people should start being a little bit happier. And then we can build a couple more houses and people will hopefully move in because we're going to need, you know, at least double our current population to actually fend off these raiders. So we need to actually improve our happiness really fast. And that can be done is if we look at any of our houses, you can see they need water access, church level, 1 type of fuel or enough fuel, at least 2 types of food on the marketplace, and 1 type of clothes. But at the first level, it's just like leather and stuff. And once all them are met, we can upgrade them to level 2 where they'll have more requirements. Maybe they'll start wanting a tavern, more types of food, more different types of clothing. But the more of this stuff you can meet, the happier they become, so you can actually grow as well. So one thing we're going to want to do before the raiders arrive is actually build our first church. But for now, let's just try and focus on just growing, getting some houses down. And then we have the timber, so I'm going to chuck another house down right there. And I think we'll get quite a long house down by here. I mean, quite long. Kind of like that. So then they have big gardens. So then maybe we can get some vegetable gardens down in these back gardens so they can start producing a decent amount of vegetables for us. And to actually create like the backyard extensions, what you use is your region wealth. Now, region wealth is basically your villagers' money. So they can spend it to like make vegetables and stuff. So it's their own money. If they want to, start becoming a cobbler, it's going to cost them money. But of course, we choose how to spend it. It's also what you use to trade. And trading is going to be a big part of what we do today. Now, right now, not so important, but pretty soon, we're going to be doing a lot of trade. But before we do that, we need to reach like at least 2 levels above what we are now, because as you can see, there's like a development tree. Now, in early access, some of the stuff is still locked, but we want to pick up trade logistics. This means establishing a new trade route always costs a maximum of 25 region wealth, because otherwise it can be like well over 100, and trade routes are important, so somebody will often come by selling and buying that exact item. And then we also have better deals. This removes the tariff, so it lowers all the prices by 10, which again, very important. Once you have those 2 things set up, then it's worth starting to trade, but until then, I don't bother because it's just a waste of money. And something else we're going to want to get down is a storehouse. This is just like secure storage for all our stuff, like random items, like our materials and stuff, because otherwise it'll stay out in the rain and get damaged. Probably a good idea to have it somewhat near the market, right? So I'll chuck it right by there opposite the market. Try and leave this main road clear. This is the King's Road, so this is where like the traders come down and everything like that. So I don't like to build on it, I like to build off of it. Now later on, we're probably going to want to go up here and get this stone, because we could sell it as well on the marketplace. And later on, once we get more influence and we claim some of these other little tiles, we can actually build more villages. So that could be useful. But our main goal today is to reach the big town level. Hopefully we can do it. And I think I'm going to have another Manor Lords video out tomorrow. And my attempt there is going to be seeing if it's possible to reach 1,000 villagers in a single town. Oh, and thanks to having 5 level 1 houses, we just increased our village level. So, just like I was saying, we're going to go ahead and pick up trade logistics. And for the next level, we just need now 2 plots that are level 2 or higher. So that's where the church is going to come in handy, and some clothing. But they do need some water though, so I probably should go ahead and build a well. So we have water right by here. It's on the King's Road, but so we can build it on this road. So we're going to chuck it right by here so that we'll have water access once that's built, making them, a little bit happy and probably not dehydrate and die. So, I mean, that's probably a good thing. I'd have to assume. Oh, and thanks to our market food variety, so let's have a look. In our food stall, they have berries, meat, and bread. Where are they getting bread from? I do not know. Maybe we start off with some bread, because I have not made any bread. Later we will, but that has pushed our approval over 50%, so we will now get low population growth. So the higher your approval, the faster they grow. So they can start getting more of these houses filled out once they're built and stuff, and actually hopefully get an army. One thing we're going to want to do pretty soon is get that church built, but if we look, we need planks. So we need a saw pit to actually make them planks. So, you know what? We'll chuck the saw pit up here. We have all our like wood cutting stuff around this area. So we may as well go ahead and chuck the saw pit up here as well. Once that's built, get somebody making some planks. And this house here is almost built. And this house has such a big back garden. We're going to use 15 regional wealth and get, look at that for a vegetable garden. Absolutely massive. So they can start supplying some vegetables to the whole town. It doesn't cost us anything. It doesn't become their full-time job. None of these like first level ones do. Like if we look, these lot here doesn't make any of the occupants artisans, but like blacksmiths and stuff do. So that will become their full-time job. There we go. So we now have 5 families and space for 9. Our approval's hanging around 50%, so we kind of need to get it up. And building a church will boost it, so that's why this is so important now. We have a message, though. A strong militia is paramount to the survival of any settlement. Luckily, a shipment of weapons has just arrived, and you will now be able to create your first militia bannerlord to serve you and protect your people. So, at the start, you do get given some spears and big shields, so that does allow us to create a spear militia. Now, if we have a look, it is now 11 strong. We have 9 spare shields and 9 spare spears. So we have enough equipment to actually have 20, but we don't have enough men. So when more families move in, they will take that equipment and actually join our militia. And as you can see, they can require like helmets and gambesons and stuff, but that's just a bonus. Once we get trade unlocked, we can start buying a lot more equipment, giving them all helmets and stuff like that to make them more powerful. But for now, a basic militia, which later on we will rally and help defend and hopefully win. I'll put a photo on screen now. This is how my first attempt at this game ended. Yeah, that was a fun, like, 4 hours wasted. Another thing that will actually make our people happy, which I think I'll build over here by the hunting camp. Or you know what? I might make this area up here, like, all our workshops, everything like that. Like, and then slowly move our residential around this area. So, we'll chuck a path off this road. We'll connect it to this one. And we'll add like another path just going up and around this way. And what we're going to want to get built now is if we go to industry, I believe, a tannery. So workers use hides to produce leather. So we'll get that built. And if we have a look, to actually upgrade our housing plots to level 2, they do need leather. And of course, our hunting ground over here is producing hides for us. Right now, we have 11 hides. So they can actually start using them hides to produce leather, which will then get sent to the marketplace and actually fulfill these needs. And let's see, our saw pit is still being built. Hopefully, it, you know, hurries up. No one's currently building it, please. Oh, they are, apparently. Where? Oh, they're actually down. Wait, it's just killed her. Oh, what is going on? Oh, no, she's alive. Okay. I fully thought I'd witnessed my first murder then. No, that would be a sick upgrade. Getting like a law's office. Murders, crime. Why not, innit? But yeah, people just going on about their lives. And this game looks absolutely great as well. Oh, 53% approval. Come on, start growing. We need families moving in now. So now that is built, we're going to get a last unassigned family to go ahead and start making some planks for us. Now, unassigned families are important because they're the only families that will actually construct for you. But right now, we want to get these at least 20 planks. Once we have 20 planks, we can set them back to building and we can actually get our church up and built. And I like to have the church kind of near the marketplace, you know, kind of central. Would it fit here? Or I think if we build a road round this way and we have the church up here, because I think we're going to like kind of expand our housing around this way. Although later on, I think we'll get set some farming up around this way. So we'll have some housing built around here as well. But I think, you know, a nice central point here will be nice for the church. And just like that, we have 20 planks. So if we go to residential and church, we have enough equipment now to actually build our church. But that road was a little bit too close. So we're going to have to remove it and try again. There we go. Perfect. So we're going to... Oh, someone's moved in. There we go. A new family started moving in. So a new family just moved into this house for here. So we can keep someone on the saw pit and still have somebody build for us. So we're going to set the wooden church to the highest priority just so they build this rather than the tannery for now. Get that built up. And thanks to that new family as well, our militia is now up to 13 men as well. So a couple more families and we'll have a decent sized army ready to fight. Now, I wish someone would move into this house so, you know, the farming plot can actually start being used. But sadly, they moved into this house instead. Fine. Well, like, this house is huge. Look at the garden. And you choose this. Why? Oh, and another family started moving in. Please. Yes. Wait, where have they moved? This house? Oh my god, please. Well, just someone pick this house, please. We need the vegetables, you know? Come on. There we go. The church is slowly coming along, as you can see. Being built up. I think it's so cool how you can come and visit. You know, just see what it's like. Can I go inside? Oh, almost. Go on. Yeah. They speak Simish. Yeah, so, you know, bother them if you want, I guess. If that's what you're into. 35 planks. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and build a trading post. Now, we might as well build it down over... Yeah, we'll build it right by there. Oh, definitely do not need two. And then we'll get a road from this trading post. We'll get, like, connect it on the side. And we'll just wrap it around to our village this way as well. So it might be quicker for some people to go that way instead. And we can actually now start selling the planks we're not using. So say we'll keep a surplus of 30. Any over 30 will automatically go on the marketplace to be sold. And traders will come by and buy them. And the wooden church is complete. So if we go ahead to our houses now and give it just 1 second to update. There we go. Church access has been fulfilled. So the only thing we really need is clothing store supply for like all of them. So once this tannery is built, we'll get a family now working on the tannery. And once they start getting hides on the marketplace, we can start upgrading all our plots to level 2. And we have 60% approval thanks to the market food variety once again. And of course, church level is adding a +1. There we go. So they have 3 leather in the inventory, which I mean, hopefully pretty soon gets turned to hides. Clothing store's been built. Let's have a look. Nothing on it yet. But pretty soon they'll fill it up with some leather. Now, the way it works with your marketplace and actually upgrading houses, the houses closest to the marketplace get first pick. So say there's 2 different types of food on the marketplace, only enough of the second type to fulfill 3 houses. The 3 closest will have them fulfilled, and then everybody else won't. So you kind of need to make sure you have enough for everybody, even the people further away, to actually upgrade your whole village and stuff. But I'm a really big fan of the, like, custom housing plots, like the size and everything. It just looks a lot more natural than, you know, putting the same house down a million times that takes up the exact same space. You know, they have their variations, but there's just a plot difference. It looks way more natural, you know? So now, if we take a look, we can upgrade some of our houses to level 2. So each one is going to cost us 4 timber. We have a surplus of 18. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade all 3 of them to level 2. And once they're built, we will officially become a medium village. We're going to let them go ahead with that, get it built up. Yeah, tomorrow I'm super excited to try and build an 1,000 pop city. I don't know if it's even possible, if the game will just like lag out completely or not. I haven't tried it, but we'll see. But today, the one goal is just get a game over, right? End the actual game. I've played about 18 hours, or no, yeah, 18 hours, I think, in the past 2 days, but I've never finished. So that's the goal today, actually get to the finish screen, complete a game, and see what happens. Trading post has been completed. Okay, so we're going to... Once the houses are built, we're going to assign someone to work over here. And if we look at the actual tab, we can see establishing a trade route, the cost. As you can see, these are capped at 25. So they could go up to like over 100. So like you have military supplies, you have your materials, everything like that. What we're going to want to do, because we're making a decent amount of planks, I think we could probably go to materials and then, oh no, construction, planks, start a trade route. So now someone will quite often now come by with a horse and carriage and visit us, and we're going to have them on export and say we just want to keep 25 or you know what, we'll just keep a surplus of 15. So anything over 15 that's made, we're just going to start selling for now, and each one will give us 2 gold. Now if we look on the right, you can see the import price. So 11, 18, 16. And if we look at actual military stuff, like 17, 16, which is why picking up better deals is important. It takes them all down by 10. So once we get these 2 houses, we can actually get the import prices all down by 10. So we can start buying quite cheap on the marketplace. Ooh, a bandit camp was sighted. So we have a bandit camp, which is where? Quite close to us. And if we look, I can't see how many exactly. I could count, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not counting them. You know what? They have like, you know, they're decently equipped. We have right now 16 men. Spear militia of 16. Do we try and defeat them? Because when you defeat them, you can take quite a lot of money for your regional wealth, or you can take it into your personal treasury, which is hiring your retinue, so like your personal guards, hiring mercenaries, and settling new regions later on. But we could really do with that regional wealth, because if we take a look at our army, we can see that we have 17 recruits, but we only have an army of 16. That is because we do not have enough equipment. And now that our approval is up to 66%, we're going to start growing decently fast. So we need to start getting more spears, more large shields. And the only way we can really do that right now is by importing them. So getting that regional wealth will be really nice for us. So I say, let's rally our army. So they'll start gathering now. Hopefully, where are you? There they are. And we're going to set them off run to positions because that will fatigue them out really fast. So we're going to let them all gather, and let's just hope we don't lose too many men. I mean, we have a spear militia. We have, like, a bunch of different options, like give ground, stand your ground, push forward, balance. In my first fight, I think we'll go on stand your ground. The defense is doubled, but their attack frequency is halved. You know, they're spears. Play defensive should work to our advantage. And, oh, they've already spotted us, and they're coming for us. Okay, so let's line up right here. Because, yeah, 16 of them, actually. So, the same amount of men. So, I think we should win this. And I just want to get out of the trees, you know? Let's fight right here. We have a road either side. Come on, get in position. And here we go. I mean, they're not the most well-equipped. They don't really have helmets. They don't have gambesons. It's not ideal. But we're just going to leave them on stand your ground, I think. Okay, they're coming at us that sort of angle. So, let's try and, like, match up with them. We'll go like that. And here we go. 1 speed. Why am I zooming out? There we go. 16 v 16. Wait, can I actually, like... Wait, I can actually watch it from down here. Never tried this before. I'm just a lord watching them. Cheering them on. Well, not helping. So yeah, they'll just fight now. And like, I like how like small scale. Like the battles in this, they're never going to be massive. You're not going to have 1,000 men fighting for you. But that kind of makes each battle more important. You know? Kind of mean more. And they are kind of slow. Right? They're down to 15, so they've lost their first men. I'm really hoping we can do this without dying. Nice. They're down to 14. Okay, so what we're going to do, I reckon they go on stand your ground. So they're not going to be as defensive anymore. They're going to get a little bit aggressive with them. Now they've got the man advantage. I think that'll work for us. Right? Yeah, there we go. They're starting to fall now. Down to 11 men. We still haven't lost anyone. Ooh, that was brutal. Just stabbed him straight through the chest. Okay. Oh, they're down to 8. Oh, they're actually done. There we go. They're done. They give up. So what we need to do now is we need to head to their camp. We'll chuck our men on run because fatigue doesn't really matter at this point. And we'll go and take over their camp. And once this is done, we have a new message. When searching through the enemy belongings, you find a stash of goods. They could be sent to your people who surely need them, though it is your right to keep it. So we're going to send resources to the nearest town. And then we'll bring our men home and disband them once they're home. But we'll have a bit of an income twice. 144. We should get a little bit more. There we go. So 256 regional wealth now, thanks to that bandit camp. And we can disband our unit. So what we can do, could go to the trading post. We'll get a family permanently trading. And now we have actual money. What we can do is get a spear route, a large shield route, a helmet route, and a gambeson route. And we're going to want to import all this stuff. And we'll say we're going to want a surplus of 5 for each of them. So they'll probably buy 5 at a time. Oh, we haven't really actually got the cheaper import stuff. We still have the tariff. So we're not going to want to do that just yet, actually. We're going to want to wait a little bit because this house is almost built. Once that's built, we will become a medium village. And I think we should get a new development point then. But thanks to our level 2 house, what we could actually do, save some money. We could get a joiner's workshop built here. And once that's built, we can set them to just make large shields for us. So rather than buying them, we can make them thanks to this house. And then any surplus, we just sell on the marketplace, earning us money. So you know what? Come on, get this house built, please. I want to become a medium village. Please. Oh, wait. Oh, we've maxed out our housing spaces. We have 8 plus 1. I think that's because it's being built or something. So we actually have 9 families and 9 houses. We need more houses now. So, I mean, I guess we may as well keep building. Where do we want to build next? I wouldn't mind some houses more so over here now. So, get on construction. And we have 14 timber. So we can get 7 more houses down. I think, you know what? Let's do it. So we'll go... The first 2 lines you make is the front of the houses. So if we do that, that will make us 4. And then we can make some smaller houses, say, like right here. No, they don't fit. Fair enough. We could then maybe do the front of the houses on this side like that, maybe. Although, that's just one big house. Not ideal. We could fit some in if we do it like that. And then do another house with the front right here. Too small? Is there a way to get a front of a house in over here? No, I don't think we're fitting a house here. So we could put some work stuff there later on. But with these houses, we could just build some smaller houses, right? They don't all need to be mansions. Sure, and we can build those as well. So we have a bunch of houses now being built over here. I don't like to make them like too rowy. I like to like mix it up. I think it just looks more natural and looks a bit cooler. So once they're all built now, we have 62 approval. So we should start filling them out as well, nice and quickly. Ooh, and our level 2 house over here was built. So we became a medium village. And if we look, we can get better deals. So if we look at our trading post now. Okay, the map kind of freaked out there and shot me up in the sky. Look how much cheaper they are. All of them are 10 cheaper. So we're going to have them all on import now. Other than shields. Actually, we'll have shields on export. But we want a surplus of 5. So anything over 5 that's not being used currently by any troops will be sold. So we have helmet, gambesons, and spears on import. And this is now a joiner's shop. So we're going to click over here. And we're going to set them to use their planks to make large shields. They can use small shields, but our spearmen use large shields. So that's kind of what we need for now. So in overtime, they will just build us our shields that we need, saving us a lot of money. And eventually start making us some money as well. Okay, all these people trading. And we just bought 5 helmets, 5 spears. and 5 Gambesons. So you can see our army currently has 10 helmets and 5 Gambesons. So that will just make them, I guess, more powerful. I don't know the exact stat, but you know what? If I can give my villagers helmets, I'd much rather them have a helmet. So we'll keep buying them. I think it's worth it. So we've run out of money now, but once this guy's making shields, maybe the second plot, we could start making shoes out of the leather we have. Once we have 5 regional wealth. So wait for something to sell, hopefully soon. And then we can have some shoes on the marketplace, which if we look at our level 2 houses, as you can see, they want a tavern supply, a level 2 church, free food, just enough fuel, and a second type of clothing. So rather than just leather and yarn and lining, they actually want shoes, clothes, or cloaks. So if we have a house set to a cobbler, they will produce us some shoes, which will go on the marketplace, and any surplus we can just sell for more wealth. And what we actually need to reach the large village level is 10 level 1 plots and 5 level 2 plots, which honestly shouldn't be too difficult. Once all these are built, we'll have enough level 1 plots, and then we just need to upgrade 2 more plots, which we've got one of them more upgrading right now, so we just need 1 more to have all their requirements met. And just like that, we can have a large village. Once it starts getting to level 3, which is where it gets a little bit harder, level 3 is the highest tier houses. And for that, we do need the actual level church and we need a tavern. Tavern can be kind of awkward because you can grow it using your farms, or we could just import some malt and get some breweries to actually make it, which honestly may be the play there, to be honest. I think that's probably what I'll do, but we'll see. We will get some farming done though. But we want a way bigger population for farms, because farms is I don't really like building them too small. So I like to wait until I can have at least 6 people, like max out my farmhouse so they can work a big farm. Oh, and this house here, we can also now upgrade to level 2. And these 2 houses can have expanded living space for an extra family to move in each house. So let's get that built as well. So once this is actually upgraded to level 2 and this one here, which is under construction, and these houses are built, we will actually now become a large village already, so that is nice. We are flying through this, and we still have 100 days until our first raid, and we have an army of 23. There we go, and as we can see, winter is now approaching, or I guess it is December. We are now in winter. It will get a lot more snowy, but as you can see, berries are like a seasonal thing. So during winter, they just disappear. You cannot get any more berries. So what we'll probably do is just take the person off the forager hut, get them to come and help build the rest of these houses. One thing we could do, well, I think we need 30 regional wealth though, is if we go to the hitching post, there it is, we can actually order another ox, so we can have 2 oxes and they can help carry logs, because look, having 1 ox is long, right? They just carry 1 log at a time, slowly to each construction slot, so it can take quite a while to get some stuff built. But we do need wealth. But right now, we are mainly focusing our wealth on an army. But I think 24 spearmen will be enough. So we're going to have all our military trade now on no trade other than large shields, as we're getting them made for us. So we can just keep selling them, just so we can start building up our regional wealth again. Hopefully, I wouldn't mind another bandit camp spawning, which we can go and get some regional wealth from. But, you know, we'll see. I could do with another ox as soon as possible, to be honest. Especially when we have almost 70% approval. So our village will grow decently fast now. Look at that. Winter in this game as well. Looks so good. It's like 1 developer on this game as well. Just, like, how have they done all this? Yeah, it does have some bugs. Yeah, there's still features missing and stuff. Like if we go to the map, I believe it is planned for the other lords to actually eventually build up their own cities. But right now, that's not in the game. They just claim land and have their armies wander and stuff. And you can claim the land off them and fight them and everything. That's all in the game. But, you know, there's still some stuff I can't wait to see. But honestly, I'd rather it release like this than wait an extra year or 2 to get all them extra features, because it's in a working state now. So I'm happy. But I'm also very excited for all the new features to come out. But we have 4 builders, so let's hope they can actually get these done. We're upgrading some slots to level 2 still. We've got a few more houses to be built. They're just taking their time. What I may do is plan out some of my farms. I was going to do it over here, but I might make some farms over here. Like how much? That's 4. I like to have 2 plots or about 4 each. So what I could do is maybe get a plot. That's only 2.6 though. I don't want to go over the iron deposit, right? Okay, so we can get one plot built up like this. Do that. That automatically turns into a farm, and that was about 4.3, I think. So maybe we set another one up just next to it and go for around about the same size if we can. So I want to go a little bit further down here, and then we can try and stay on this greener bit here, more fertility, and we can get a 4.3 farm. So build both of them. So now if we look, we have 2 farms set up. Now to actually work them, we need like farmhouses. We're going to need mills to actually grind down the grain into flour. We'll also need like a communal oven then to use that flour to turn it into bread. But we have 2 farms set up. And what we're going to use is crop rotation. Because each year the field is actually used, the fertility of it. Oh, and we just reached, I think it was large settlement, large village we just reached, actually, large village. And today we need to get to a large town, which it's been easy to get to this part. We've done it in less than a year. But now we start needing, for the next level, 3 level 3 plots. And of course, to do that, we're going to need a tavern, and we're going to need way more food, more clothing. So it is going to be a little bit tough, but we do have more regional wealth now. So I'm going to set one of these people here. We need planks. When we got a bit of planks, we can actually make a cobbler's workshop, and they can start making some shoes. But we've got to start now preparing for our farm. So we're going to do an extra road through to this road here, and we'll also connect it to that, because why not? And what we'll do, we'll have a road coming from here behind these houses, connect into this road right here, so a quicker little route. Just like that. So they have a couple of routes now they can take, wherever's quickest for them. And we'll probably get some houses down around here, so it's quicker for them to get to work and stuff. But what we're going to need is a farmhouse, which I guess we'll just chuck. We'll chuck it right here between the 2 farms. We're also going to need a windmill. Now, as you can see by the efficiency, anything blocking them will make the windmill worse. So what we could do, I think, is have the road here do that. And then we can chuck the windmill right on here. And it'll have a 95% efficiency. That's pretty good. And of course, a communal oven. We'll move the communal oven, though, more so up around this side, so it's a bit closer. So someone said, carve me a new nipple. Did I just hear that right? Who said that? He looks like he wants a new nipple. Yes. I think I heard that right. But what we're going to want now is get that communal oven as well ready. So we'll get that built right by there. So what will happen is they'll grow the wheat. Once the wheat is ready, it'll get moved to the farmhouse where they'll grind it down to grain. The grain will then get moved to the windmill, which will then be turned into flour. The flour goes to the communal oven where it'll be turned into bread. And then from the communal oven, it'll go on the marketplace so all the houses can eat some bread. And why we got 2 farms is because what we're going to want to do is by using the rotation, where everyone starts off with the highest fertility. So this one has 36. We'll get this one to do wheat on the first year, and then fallow, and then wheat again. And then we'll get this one to just do wheat on the middle one. So every year, at least one of the farms is being worked. This one will do an extra year. It'll do 2 years in a row. But that will give this time to then get a lot more fertility to then work better. So this should work out okay. Hopefully. Now, they're big farms, but we did just level up, so we have another development point. There's a lot of stuff we could do, like go for sheep breeding, orchardries, but we are going to go with the heavy plow. Enables employing oxen at the farmhouse for significantly faster plowing of large fields. And it brings them back more efficiently as well, which is really important because when the crops get harvested in September, a lot of the time it's raining, and if it gets left out, it gets damaged, and you lose some of your food. So once that's built, we can get an oxen to permanently work in the farmhouse and plow fields and stuff like that. But with that, we're going to get much growing over this year. Probably next year we'll get that set up and ready, but at least it's all built now. We're going to be built. And all our houses are finished building, so we have space for 19 families, and we have 13 currently living here. So we have a nice bit of room for growth. A bandit camp was sighted. I was going to go and do it, but we have 4 days until our first raid. So the raiders are going to be here. So I guess we'll leave the bandit camp for now. We do have 24 spearmen. We could have 29, but we don't have enough equipment. I guess what we'll... yeah, you know what? We're going to start trade just for some spears. Enemy unit spotted. So... Whoa, wait. Oh, that's another rulers. Okay. I panicked. I thought that was the raid then. I was like, oh, we're done. Like, we're actually game over. But no. This is the other ruler I'm talking about with, like, the yellow plots of land up here. So he shouldn't attack me yet. I guess he could, but his units are probably going to move now and maybe get, like, the bandit camp and stuff. I don't know where the raid is, though. One more day. So, right, we're going to get all our men to rally. We'll get them right by here. Quite central to town. 22. So we got more spears just delivered then, and now we can have an army of 22. You know what? That's decent. Where are these raiders going to come from? Gotta make sure we win, because otherwise they'll start burning down all your buildings and everything. And it's just a nightmare. Raiders near, mission complete. So where are they? We need to make sure we cut them off before they get to our town. Now, this raid is like on a timer, but in the rest of the game, raids will just randomly happen. So you've got to be prepared. And they do get more and more powerful as well, so you have got to be careful. His armies are moving down this way. Oh, there's the raiders. There's only one stack of 18. I'm assuming that's the raiders. So you know what? Let's go meet them over here, just outside our realm, and let's see if we can stop them even getting in. So yeah, this one is only one stack of 18, it looks like. That's fine. We can manage that. But later on, it gets a lot more scary. So got to keep building up our army. Make sure our army is like the main focus, right? Right, okay, so what we're going to want our men to do is stop running. We're going to let them just chill out by here, get some of their fatigue sorted out, because as you can see, they're very fatigued. So their effectiveness is only 47%. And we're going to have them on missile alert. I don't think they have any bows. Give ground. Slowly pushes the formation line backwards, luring the enemy to follow. That would be good when we have more than one unit. I think because they're low effectiveness, because they're quite fatigued, I think we'll just get them on stand your ground. Are they trying to run past us? We're not going to let them do that. Are these guys getting involved? Please don't. Ooh, Are they going to help me with the bandits, or is that accidentally going to get us in a fight with them? Okay, don't stand your ground. Push forward. Be aggressive, because I'm worried that if these come and fight the raiders, what if we accidentally fight each other? And they would destroy us. And they are, like, running towards us. So I am a bit worried. Let's quickly defeat these. They're down to 15 already. Split up into a couple different fights. This guy is on his own fighting 2 men. Can he do it? Hopefully. They're down to 12. We've lost 1 man. Did have 26. There we go. We defeated them. So we're going to run away now. Let's just, please. Oh, they're probably going to do the bandit camp. I would like to get it, but like I said, I don't want to accidentally fight them. So I'm going to give up that bandit camp. They can take it and loot it, although I could really do with the money. But any other bandit camp that jumps up now, we're not, like, under the threat of, like, a countdown to a raid. So we'll just go for every other bandit camp we see. But we survived the first raid. We built up enough of an army to absolutely destroy them, which is great. We're now up to 15 population. I think it is time to build a forester's hut. We'll get it up over here. And what a forester does is actually replant some of the trees. So, you know, we don't just run out of wood. And we can disband our army now as well. So they'll go back to just doing their jobs. Now, we have 15 out of 10 level 1 plots, 6 out of 7 level 2, and 0 out of 3 level 3. So, I think we need the wooden church. But for now, I'm going to focus, I think, on just trying to build up all of our current ones to level 2. Although I will upgrade to level 3 if we get the opportunity. But that does require some regional wealth, planks, and roof tiles. Now, roof tiles, we need clay for. So, we could go ahead and buy them. Or we could just mine them ourselves. So you know what? I think that's what we'll do. We'll make a road that avoids the wildlife. And we'll connect it both ways. Yeah, why not? Just like that. And then what we need to do is go to construction. Go to mining. And we can have a mining camp on top of the clay. So once that's built. Or doesn't it? Yeah, it needs to be built. We can just have a family extract some clay. Then maybe in like a year. Once they've got some clay, we can get a... What is it called? A clay furnace. And they will make some clay tiles for us, which is needed for the church and level 3 buildings. And any over, of course, we could just sell. Right, our forester's hut has been built as well. So we're going to get them at least one family working there. We could set like a limited work area, but I'm just going to let them work wherever. And they just kind of like will slowly reforest this entire area, which is nice. Because as you can see, we have done some damage to the wildlife here. There we go. So we have 5 regional wealth. So... You know what? We'll go with this house over here. What? Oh, we can't. It's level 1. We did a level 2 plot. And we can set somebody now to be a cobbler. So they will use, I believe, leather. And we are making leather, right? Yeah, we do have leather, which is being created by our tannery. And then that leather now will also go towards making shoes and stuff. So that will fill the second bar in their clothing store supply needs to go to level 3. And of course, any excess we can just start selling on the market as well, which is really nice for us. And what we could do is get some goat sheds. And they just provide a passive yield of hides as well. So you could do a lot with your houses. So it's very important to keep up with that. Look at that. You can already see the forest starting to regrow. Thanks to our forester. We have 18 families currently and space for 19. So I'm actually going to go ahead and build a couple more houses. And I'm going to build them, I think, in here. We could do it like that. And then we get an extra spot on the left of that far one. Well, there's not much specialization they can do. They do what? Some that they do have space. I'd rather it do that, though. So we have more specialization slots rather than more housing. So we're going to do that. Oh, we're going to do that. And maybe I can fit one more in, be here maybe. Yeah, we can fit another house in right there as well. So these will hopefully start working on the farm. They live a little bit closer. Maybe eventually we'll have another market set up, more houses over here and everything like that. But for now, they'll live closer to the farm and the windmill. So hopefully they can go and do them jobs. And one thing we are going to want is a granary. This is just like people will work there and collect food and stuff to put on the market. So we'll have that next to the market. We'll have it right there like that. There you go. So that upgrade has been built for the farmhouse. So if we go to advanced, we can actually assign a livestock worker. So the oxen will be permanently there. But as we only have one for now, I'm not going to do that. Once we do start getting some regional wealth, hopefully, once our cobbler starts making some shoes and stuff. Because you can see, now some of these level 2 plots, they actually have 2 bars of clothes. So they are getting shoes somewhere. Clothing store, there we go. There's 11 pairs of shoes. There we go. And all them houses have finished being built as well. So we have 25 spaces now. And 20 families. Or 21 families, sorry. So, you know what? Space for 4 more. I don't want to build too much more. But I'm going to get 3 families to start work. We'll go 4 families on the farmhouse. We're going to want to fill that out next year. But just in case they need to start, like, getting the fields ready or whatever, we'll just allow them to start doing that now. So they are now starting to plow. And then they will sow them. And then they'll grow. And then they'll harvest. And this field down here this year is on fallow, so it's just getting its actual fertility up. And what we're going to want to do is keep checking. Every time a level 1 house is able to now upgrade, we're just going to upgrade it. But a bandit camp has just spawned next to our home. So, we're going to rally our men. And pretty soon, once we have the farm all ready and stuff, we'll be able to like hold a way bigger population. So we should start growing nice and fast. And then we can maybe think about getting some bowmen or something. But let's get in here, and I think just aggressive push forward. It's a bandit camp. There's 16 of them. We can absolutely demolish them. If they're in the trees, you got to like hover over them. You can actually see, although it is a little bit difficult. Got to be like the right angle, but there we go. And we should demolish them. I guess we could just, you know, watch. Oh, can I watch? Okay, it's spawning me on the road. Okay, we'll watch like this. But it's not really going to be much of a fight. We have 30 men. If we lose anyone, that's just painfully sad. Yeah, they are getting absolutely wrecked. There we go. So we can go ahead, go over here, get this bandit camp. And of course, just like before, send the resources to the nearest town. And that has taken us to 202 wealth. So, let's check what we're buying. We don't want to waste this money. Oh, I accidentally deleted the army. Let's go ahead and get spear militia down. So we have a lot. We could go and get some more spears. But I don't know if is that what I want to buy right now. Do I want to buy more spears? I guess. Although, actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually build some upgrades for some of these houses. So I would like to get a... We're going to get a... Bowyer's workshop so they can start making some war bows. So they can build up over time. And by the time we're ready to have some archers, we'll already have the bows. That's a vegetable garden. Do we have any more level 2 plots? No. Can we upgrade any to level 2? No. They're missing some food. But I think I'm going to save some of this wealth now just to get some stuff ready to be built so we can sell it on the marketplace and start building up even more wealth. So what we'll do is go to our trading post. We're going to start a trade for some war bows. Get a trade route for 25. Export. And say we want to keep 10. So once he starts building them up, any over 10, we're just going to start selling. And this level 2 plot... So we have a Fletcher's being built. Taylor. You know what, we'll get a tailor being built as well. And this one, we'll get the brewery ready. And what we could do, we could start importing some ale or some malt to turn into ale. But we desperately, I think our next play should be a small wooden church. To do that, we need 20 stone, 10 planks, and 10 clay roof tiles. So, is the mine built? The mining pit is built. But I don't want a family to work over there yet because we'll have no builders. I want to get these upgrades done for these houses. The quicker they're built, so he's now going ahead and he'll start building some war bows for us. So we're going to, oh, a new family moved in. So that new family, go and become miners for me, thanks. So we'll let that build up for like a year. Get as much clay as we can. It only has 75, so not a lot. And then we will go ahead and build a clay furnace. We'll get that built, say, up on this side of the map. Keep our industry kind of in the same place, although we don't have stone. Is it worth? We do have a rich stone deposit, so I think we probably should get a family working on the stone, because we use it for our buildings, and like everything else, just start selling it. So we're going to get a mine built up, or sorry, a stone cutter's camp right here. And we'll give them a quicker path back. We'll connect it to this path right here that goes all the way through. So once that's built up, we'll get a family working the stone cutter's camp as well, because we need that for the church and to make clay tiles and everything. So you know what? Things take time, but you know what? We're doing well so far. That's okay. That's all that matters. Oh, and what I will actually do, now I just remembered, is we are going to order another ox. So any second, there we go. We now have 2 ox in. We only have stable space for 1 though. So what we could do is upgrade our hitching post to a small stable. Or the cheaper way, I think, is just to build another hitching post. So another one right there. Once that's built, we'll have stable space for 2. And we're going to get one of the oxen to permanently be assigned to the farmhouse to help them farm. Because as you can see, they're doing it by hand. And this is a big field, so it takes them a long time. Where instead, they can just get an ox to come through and just literally plow it out in no time. Go on. Get in the field. And look how much quicker this is. Well, he's a bit confused a minute. Go on. Stop work. There we go. So we can just speed through it. Rather than slowly doing it tiny bit by tiny bit. He gets like a big chunk and just does it in like rows. So I think it's faster. We'll see. There we go. I'm actually selling stuff. Now, every once in a while, you can see a plus symbol come up and actually selling some goods. Probably like shields and stuff like that. But the stonecutter camp is built. We're running out of food. I know. We're going to get somebody working the stonecutter camp. We're going to go trade. And what we're going to do, I think we'll go for food. And we'll get like a meat trade route and import. So we're going to spend, like, say we want a surplus of 20. So it's going to cost us a lot. But it should make us survive until we at least got the farm up and running. So yeah, we're going to spend some of our wealth. But I mean, you know, if we don't die, I mean, it's probably the right thing to do. So all we need is more planks and clay furnace tiles. We can probably start constructing now the clay furnace as we have the stone. So we'll get that built, ready. And they've already half depleted the clay deposit. So how much clay do we have? 44 clay. Nice. What I will do, I'm going to go to trade. I'm going to set up a stone trade route. And we're just going to export it. And let's just say keep 60. Do we need stone for level 3 house? No. So I think keep 60 stone. Oh, you know what? Keep 50 stone. Anything over 50 sells. Only 1 per stone. But that's okay. Because we've got 900 there. So once it's all sold, we'll have like over 900 regional wealth just through selling our stone. So that's worth it. There we go. And a lot of these level 1 houses now can start being upgraded. A lot of them are having their requirements met. Pretty much all of them, really. The only thing holding us back seems to be timber and a bit of food. But every once in a while, once food gets added to the stall, they're ready to just be upgraded. Look at this now. We'll definitely, once all them are built, have at least 7 level 2 plots. We're just fighting for those level 3s, but we're almost there. There you go. So the clay furnace has just been built. So we're going to get 1 person working in there. We don't need them really fast, so just 1 family is more than enough. Because we only need, what, 10 to get this church built. And once that church is built, then we'll get even more approval just from having a higher level church, as well as allowing us to build level 3s. We do have 1,000 influence, which, you know what, we might as well. I'm not going to build anywhere else just yet, but this region be here? No. This region here in the middle. We can click on it and claim with influence, and there we go. we are claiming our second tile. Now, to actually build in it, we need about 200 in our treasury. So we could start taxing our people. We could build a manor right now and start taxing. But for now, I'd rather them keep their regional wealth. But yeah, you do need actual wealth to start another settlement. And how it works is it's completely separate, basically. You can trade between them and stuff, I believe. But it's like starting a whole new town. So it doesn't just expand your borders, like directly. It's a second town you completely control independently, basically. I might start trading for some more food, to be honest. Maybe some... We're going to import some vegetables. Once again, we'll go for 20. And we may as well start a trade route so they actually come fairly often. And any other big plots? We don't really have any big houses. This one we could actually add a vegetable garden as it's kind of big. This one looks decently big. You become a vegetable garden as well. And this one too. There are a couple more vegetable gardens down as well, which should help with our food. Until we get this farm set up, we're always going to be like chasing food. But we're actually out of living space again. So, you know what? I say, let's get some more houses down then. That's going to be more people that might move in, which will really help us with the farming side of things. So we're going to add some plots, say, here like this, facing the farms. Kind of big. So we've got a nice bit of space for some more vegetable gardens and stuff. I might actually add some chicken coops, so we get some eggs on the market as well. That will help with their happiness, because they'll have, like, loads of different types of food. Yeah, we'll get them built. You know what I might also do with the rest of our wealth? Order another oxen. We will build another hitching post. It's just cheaper than upgrading them to the stable so they can hold 2 each. So we'll get another hitching post. And that means we'll have 2 oxen that can just help people on their normal jobs, help with construction, and then one of them will just purely be for the farms. There we go. Region claimed. So what we need to do to build in it, took me a while to actually find this out, is... Go to administration and you want to build a settlers camp. But as you can see, it costs 250 of our treasury, but we have nothing a minute. But in this place, we do have enough levels to go ahead and build our manor. We just need some planks. So we'll get to our manor pretty soon. It's actually pretty cool how the manor's built. You can build like walls, towers and stuff, like to become your castle, basically. You know what? I think our village looks kind of natural. It's kind of long, but you know what? It doesn't look so like fake, which is what I was on about earlier with like the different sized houses, and you can like get them to have farms in their garden. It just makes them all look a little bit different. So it looks, you know, just a little bit more natural for us. Oh, mining pit. So we've got all the clay we can out of that. So we can stop people working there now. Still 844 left of stone. So we can just let that one family slowly mine it away, right? It's not like we need it all right now, so it doesn't matter too much. Now in March, I believe they'll start working the farm. The snow will go away. So I could do with maybe 2 more farmers just to help get it all set up. And then once it's actually harvested, we'll get people working in the windmill and the communal oven. And we'll get people ready now to work in the forager's hut again for the new year, as that will slowly start growing. Now, another bandit camp. Huge. Where are you? Okay, well, we're just going to go and fight you. I mean, bandit camps are kind of easy to beat at this point. Oh, I keep deleting my men. But a bit later on, you'll get, like, bigger raids, which will come with multiple units of 18. And, of course, if we end up fighting the other ruler... He has a way more powerful army than raiders ever could. We'll just let them be aggressive. You know what? They don't stand any chance. And I imagine the other ruler, he's rushing there as well. So, you know, let's get first dibs on this bandit camp. He has bowmen and everything. So let's hopefully finish this first. Yeah, we beat him. Honestly, can I actually go down and watch this one? It like spawns me on the road, which I guess is like all the way over there. Don't know if maybe you can't spawn in the middle of nowhere. No, I don't think you can. That's a shame. But yeah, our spearmen, some of them have helmets now and everything. We can't see from this page, but yeah, helmet, gambesons, so they're way more supplied. So that basically results in the bandits getting absolutely slaughtered. Just like that. And then what we can do is just rush into the camp and send this money back to our treasury. No, not to our treasury, to our people. We could send it to our treasury. And then it gets us like 100 or something. So it takes about 2 bandit camps to get the homeless settlement for a new area. But for now, I'm just more focused on this one town. Once it's a bit more self-sufficient with this farm and everything, and it's got like good trade going on, then I'll probably open up our second town. But for now, all the resources back to us, way more important. Ooh, and we have 40 planks. So, get to our church, and we are going to upgrade to a small stone church. There we go. And now it's March. We have our little oxen going ahead and ploughing the fields. And then the workers will come along and actually start sowing it themselves by hand. And then, of course, they'll grow, harvest it. And then once it's harvested, the ox will come back and like pick up a lot of the wheat just to get it back quicker. It does take a while, though. This is quite a big field. They probably don't need to be this big, but you know what? We may as well. It looks a bit cooler, doesn't it, you know? And we need more living space again. I mean, all our houses are full. I mean, we could just upgrade some of these houses to have an extra slot because they have the room for it. So I'll give us 3 more houses. And you know what? I may start construction on a couple more. I don't want to go crazy, but I say, where do we want to build them? I want this to be like the center. So I think we'll get some houses next to the church. We'll give these ones big back gardens, just like that. Maybe some more vegetable gardens and stuff like that. And we'll see if we can slot a small one in here. Just like that. So a couple more houses. The church is slowly being built. They'll get the supplies here. They'll start breaking it down and rebuild it, I believe is how it works with the church. So pretty soon, oh, there we go. It's already counting, even though it's not built yet, of the second tier for church. So the only thing they're missing is food, which sometimes it just will be fulfilled when berries get delivered, bit of meat gets delivered, especially when we have the farms and we have bread. So that's not a worry. The only thing now is tavern supply. And we do have a brewery ready to actually make some ale from malt. So to get malt, we can either farm it or just start buying it. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start buying some malt. I mean, ale is 8 per 1. Could get barley to turn into malt by using a malt house. That's 2 per 1 barley. Or can we just buy malt? Yeah, that's 4. So each one basically doubles in price. But of course, the further you go back in the chain, the more work you have to do. So I think we'll start importing some malt. And we want to keep a surplus of 30. It's going to be expensive at the start buying the first 30. But once that's all bought, we can just keep topping it up. But of course, now we're going to want to get a tavern. Kind of central. It's kind of big. I don't want it on the King's Road. Houses are kind of spread out long ways. We don't have like a big center really. I was going to go for this as a center around here. I don't really want to mess with the wild animals too much. So I say we'll have a road behind these houses like that. And I say we just add a little road, come in like that. And we'll build a tavern on this road. Right by there like that. So they'll all have access for a tavern once that's built. Well, the tavern doesn't make the ale, they just serve it. So what will happen is we're going to get malt. The malt will then get straight to the brewery. The brewery will make the ale, which gets delivered to the tavern. And the tavern will start serving some ale. And after that, we should meet pretty much all the requirements for level 3 buildings. And each level 3 building actually adds an extra space for an extra family. So that can really help our population without needing to build so many houses. I'm going to start, yeah, once again, upgrading all these level 1 plots that we can. We do need a little bit more wood. Oh, and there we go. Look at the stone church already built. And just look at the game from this spot. It's just nice, you know. Got a little town being built up with our houses. The level 3 will be a little bit taller as well, a bit bigger. And just from here, like, you know, it's nice, you know, to just chill out. It's one of those games which you can just chill and play and just have a good time chilling. And what we can also do, we can add a herb garden to our forager hut. Herbs can help with diseases, but of course, we can also just sell it as well. As you can tell by now, I love selling things. And there we go. We have bought our malt. So we have 29 malt left. So maybe we have... There we go. We have our first ale created thanks to our brewery. How's our field coming along? Still ploughing. It is only April, though. It does take a while. Hopefully they hurry up. It'd be nice if people could come in and start actually planting where it's ploughed. Start getting the seeds down already. But they do wait until it's fully ploughed. But it would be nice. Way more efficient. Oh, we just got 100. What did we just sell? We just sold something for 100 wealth. I guess maybe like our shields and stuff. We can also set up a trading thing for our small shields now, as we have quite a lot of them. So we can just export them and we'll keep a surplus of 30. So we have a lot of bows, right? Yeah, we have war bows. So I'm going to create our second regiment. And we're going to go for archer militia. So that we have enough to have 33 men working this. We just need more war bows. And they are being created. So what we'll do, we'll add the surplus. And we want to keep... Oh no, the surplus doesn't matter because they're going to be used first by our militia. So, yeah. When more bows are made now, we'll have almost a full stack of archer militia, which is huge. Help defend, because we could have another raid pretty soon, and they could come with a lot more men than what we've been used to. tavern has been built. So we get one family working this. And hopefully pretty soon, these guys' tavern supply will actually be ticked off. Hey, there we go. Upgrade to level 3. Upgrade to level 3. So we can get 2 up. Now, all these upgrades are costing us timber, planks, and clay roof tiles. But once we have 3 level 3, which hopefully pretty soon we'll have, we need wealth as well. So as soon as we can, we'll upgrade this one, and that will take us to a small town. And 90% approval. People are loving us right now. This farm is taking a long time. Still April, but it's just gone to May. And there we go. We can see our first 2 level 3 homes. Look how much nicer they look. These guys are living in absolute luxury compared to everybody else. And we just need wealth, basically, now to start upgrading some of the other ones to level 3. And when we get one more, we'll be a small town, which is nice. Oh yeah, one thing I don't think I've mentioned yet is level 1 houses don't pay you any tax, so you get no, like, regional wealth. And then once they reach level 2, they get 1 wealth per family living there, and then tier 3, 2 wealth. So upgrading all the level 1 plots to level 2 is going to be really important as well. Just so they can start generating a bit more wealth. And then, eventually, once we build our manor, we could start taxing them on it to get some stuff in our treasury. But we will build our manor pretty soon, just not just yet. I'm going to be honest, I don't find taxing them that useful. Okay, for some reason, they've left this part of the field just unused. Fair enough. But they're going ahead now and sowing it. But it's like June. I don't know why it's taken so long. Like, I've done fields this size pretty much all the time. And like by the end of April, they're usually already sowing it. So it's a bit later. So I don't know how much this is going to get to grow, which is not ideal. So I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. There you go, and it's all planted and it's growing, but it's already August and it's only got 21% growth. I don't know why that was so bad. Next year, we'll use this field. We'll see if this field's better. Maybe it's like not so long. It's pretty much the same size, but it's not so long. So maybe it happens faster. But yeah, I don't know. This was so slow. It was painfully slow even. You know, not ideal. Oh, a bandit camp. You know what that means. And we have 2 full stacks now. So our spear militia's full and our archer cavalry. And, you know, we don't really need them both, but you know what? Let's bring them both. Test out our new archers. Okay, so with the archer, they have shoot at will. And if you click that, it helps with accuracy up close. But if you don't have it selected, they're better at medium and maximum range. So what we're going to do is keep them in this formation, which I think you have to click Alt, I think. Yeah, I think it's Alt. Yeah, so click Alt, they stay in their formation. And what we're going to do is just... we'll keep them there now. They're ready. So we're going to move our archers back a little bit. And you know what? We're going to have them shoot at will. Because they're kind of close. So we'll let them run towards us. These bandits actually have 0 chance of winning this. We're going to try and move our archers on like an off angle. Like that. Okay, these guys actually need to push forward now and attack. So we have an off angle with our archers. Catching a lot of them in the back. And yeah, look how much quicker that was. Perfect. So yeah, they got absolutely dismantled. So we'll send one of our units back and we'll go and collect the wealth. Very nice. You know what, this time I'm going to send the resources to my treasury. So they've got 165 wealth. So 1 more bandit camp and we can start our 2nd settlement. Oh, look at that. They are harvesting them. So they'll start harvesting them and clumping them up somewhere on the field. And then the ox should come in, collect it and take it back. So how much wheat are we going to get? I mean, it wasn't the highest percent of growth. It's gone down now. Now we've cut some down. So I don't know what it was exactly, but all the wheat will go to our farmhouse. And then once they're finished actually picking it all up, they will turn it into grain. I know some people were just up fighting. Now they're coming to work on the farms as well to come and help. We need somebody working. We'll have 2 families in the windmill. And we'll go and chuck 2 families in the communal oven as well. So we have the full now route for bread to be made. And we're out of space again. We need more houses. You know what? Who am I to say no? The people want to grow. We'll add an extra row over here. So if we do it like that, we can have 5 more houses. We'll get them built, get people moving in, because our approval is so high. 96%. We'll take it. So let's see. How much wheat did we get? Well, it's hard to tell now. But making a bit of grain. We've got 65 grain. You know what? That's not great. But that grain now will just go and be turned into flour. I guess we already have some flour made, so it's probably a bit more than 65. So you know what? Not too bad, really, considering. And now next year, hopefully this should work this one. We'll see. Please work. Oh, 100% approval. Look at that. So we're going to grow super fast now. I might actually... what trees do I want to get rid of? I think we'll build a road like that. And what we're going to do is build another saw pit. We want a woodcutter's lodge. So then they can start getting rid of some of these trees. I think that'll be helpful because we only have a month of fuel. And the more houses we build, the more fuel we need. And also, we've upgraded loads of these plots to level 2. Like, most of our houses are level 2 now over this side of the map. It's mainly just these ones that are level 1 here. And these ones up here. That's it. So that's our main focus right now anyway, is just get them all to level 2 at least. And we'll get 2 families working the woodcutter's lodge up here. Oh, we have 30 wealth. So, let's get our 3rd level 3 plot. So we'll have 3 houses that are level 3 now. And once that's fully built, we'll become a small town. And of course, they'll start generating us more tax and everything. Nice. Look at that, being built super quick. And any second, we are now a small town. So we do have another point. What do we want? Fence up. Allows to use a fallow field as a pasture. Trapping. Enables hunters to skillfully lay traps in the forest. Gives a passive income of meat. Doubles the capacity of all berry deposits. Beekeeping. Basic armoring. Charcoal burning. Foreign suppliers. A permanent market stall, which provides passive income of firewood. So we can just use our stuff to automatically get some bread and firewood at the cost of some of our regional wealth. I've never used some of these before. I think we will go foreign supplies. I did use this before, and what we can do is go to construction, residential, and we have a firewood cart, like that, and also a food cart. So they'll get added there, and then it'll just like automatically use some of our wealth to make sure we're stocked up on firewood and food. So you know what? I'll take it. That's nice. Let's have a look. So our windmill is getting flour or grain and turning it into flour. Then that should be transported to our communal oven where they're gaining flour and creating bread. And then hopefully that bread is finding its way on to the market. Hopefully. There we go. 1 bread. And look at these level 3 houses in the center of town. Yeah, so as you can see, the fields have automatically swapped now. Because the fertility on this one's down to 49%. So this one has 56. So we'll start working on this one. And the next year, just keep swapping over and over. And there we go. Once again, winter. We have 3 months of supply for food. So we should last okay. Firewood is up to 3 months as well now. So we should be good for this winter. Hopefully. Please. And what I might start doing is when we get a bit of wealth, start bringing in some sidearms. And then we already have a lot of small shields. So we could go ahead and make like a militia footman unit. They just need some sidearms, basically. And one thing we do have is a tailor's workshop. So we've been getting them to make gambesons. What I might do is go ahead and get them to make clothes or cloaks. Or clothes. We need lining. Are we making any of that? I don't think we are. So how do we get that? Let's take a look. So if we go to our industry, wool to produce yarn and flax to produce linen. So we need to grow that, I believe. I just don't want to do any more farms. So what I might do is go to trade, materials, lining, start importing some of that when we got a bit of wealth, and then we'll start making some, and then we'll start actually producing some clothes, which will be worth even more. And we can create some dyes by making a building, which uses some of the berries to make dyes. So we just kind of need a little bit more wealth. So the next bandit camp, I may actually just send the wealth here instead. And that will really kickstart our economy again now to get it sorted out once again. You know what? I think it's time we have our very own manor, you know? We're the ruler. We're going to build it up on this hill up here. We're going to go construction and get our manor started being built. Now, as you can see, it opens a whole new screen. So there's a lot you can do. You can add walls and gates, outer towers, garrison towers, tax offices. Right now, we don't really have the resources to be wasting on creating some of this stuff. So for now, we'll just get the basic manor. And later on, you can always go back into that screen and upgrade it however you want. And build up your own walls and towers and that. But we're going to get the first tier built. Because as soon as you have your first manor, you get your very own retinue as well, which is nice. Now, our stuff is just not being sold fast enough. We have 140 shields. And it's just not getting sold. By the time it gets sold, we buy something. So it's kind of working, I guess. And we're pretty much out of space. We have 147 population, 50 families, and we're pretty much out of space again. But rather than building more houses, I think we should probably try and upgrade our houses to level 3 instead. There we go. Our manor has been built. I mean, it's nothing special at this point, but we have our first policy. Now, a lot of these are locked in early access. So the tool we can use right now is hunting grounds. Wild animals on rich deposits breed twice as fast, but you get 50% reduced yields from crops or strict fasting. So citizens skip every 5th meal. Yes, please. And if we look, we have our very own retinue. So right now it's 5 out of 12. And you can customize them. You can upgrade their equipment at the cost of treasury. So we'll upgrade them all. Just like that. So that cost our treasury, but now they all actually have helmets, proper armor and stuff. You can fully customize like their body, their weapon, the shield, the helmet, the colors of everything. You can go like really in depth. And you can also recruit men-at-arms. So now we have 6, and we can upgrade him. So our retinue is now 6 strong, up to a maximum of 12. Which, you know, is very nice. They do move quite slow, though, I've noticed. But, you know what? At least we have our retinue now. Oh, and we just sold some stuff. So I'm going to upgrade 2 more houses. Oh, we need planks, please. While we have the wealth, please make some planks. Because wealth is the main thing that's holding us back. No, the wealth's gone. It's been bought for something else now. We've got another house going to level 3, which we do need 10 to be level 3 to become a medium town. Of course, today we want to become a large town. A bit later on as well, once we have 2,000 influence, I'm going to claim some of the other ruler's land and actually go and fight his army. So, you know, we're not just going to be fighting small people today. We are going to have a big fight later on. Probably towards the end, though. Look at that, we've got 58 bread on the market. It is saving us right now, you know? And I believe we still have more bread to be made, yeah. That's pretty much coming to the end of it, though, it looks like. Yeah, it's coming to the end of it. Ooh, a bandit camp. I don't think we need to use our whole army. I mean, I'm probably just going to use my spear militia. And you know what? We'll bring our retinue as well, because they haven't been used yet. So we'll get them to start rallying. Once they're rallied, we'll send them over. We'll leave our bowmen at home, because that is one thing I like about this game is, you know, your troops are just, you know, in every other day, your farmers. You know, they're working your crops and everything. Another ruler's army was sighted. I guess he's going for the bandits. But we should beat him there. That's okay. Oh, and they are rushing in towards us. So, we can actually drop down here. And these are our retinue. Our personal guard. Fully kitted out. And the other king you go and fight... Oh, we're not really kings. Because you can get king favor. I don't know if it's in the game yet. But you're like a small ruler. You're like a baron, let's say. And that's why you have to use influence to claim. And later on, there's like king's favor come in and stuff. So we're just like a small-time lord. Under a king. That's our personal retinue. And what we're going to do now is... Where have they gone? Here they are. We're going to get them all to push forward and just destroy these people. All right? Be aggressive with it. This guy's running away like, yeah, I'm done. Got a little walking stick out. He's had enough. We'll let them be stupid and push into us. Right, and we'll get our spear. They're running towards our men-at-arms, so we're going to just rush in on our own. Oh, I do not want to be in the middle. But look at our retinue go. Right, I just love the small scale of this combat. Feels a lot more personal, doesn't it? You know? Our retinue should be doing good. I'm just behind enemy lines right now. Just chilling with the enemy. I want to see my retinue get a kill. My retinue here is getting 2v1'd. Can he manage it? We'll see. This guy, look at our retinue. Just holding about 4 of them, but there with his spear. Come on, I want to see a kill. Do it. Oh, they run away. Smart choice. There we go. And send resources to the nearest town. And with this money, I think the smartest thing to do now is upgrade as many as we can. But for some reason, they don't have tavern supply right now. Oh, please. We do have malt, so we need that to be turned into ale. There we go. We have some ale. So just start upgrading them to tier 3 as fast as we can. That's what we want to use this wealth on. Now we need a bit more timber, so come on, supplies, because otherwise, this is going to go on the marketplace. And if we can get 10 tier 3s here, that'll be huge for us. God, money is just going. I don't want to stop it because, you know, we're bringing in a lot of food and stuff, which we kind of need to keep our people happy so they can actually upgrade. So they have all these different types of food. There we go. We got a little bit of timber. Why wouldn't you be upgraded? Requirements not met. Tavern supply. Oh, God, please. We just need an ale to go on the market. That's a problem. Sometimes there'll be ale. Sometimes they just won't. We have malt. We're just waiting for the ale to actually get made. There we go. It's been made. There we go. So we used all of that money. And after they're all built, let's see how many we got. We got 2 more being built. So I guess 8 tier 3 houses we got right now. All this row up here in the center of town. So we need 2 more tier 3 to get a medium town. And I think that shouldn't take too much longer to get, to be honest with you. What I might do is I might get... Oh, we could get more tier 3s. But instead, I don't think it'd be a bad idea to How many hides do we have? Not many. So maybe we get a couple of goat sheds down. And then when we got a bit more money, next thing we're going to do is get maybe some joiners. I would like to get some clothes, but for that we need to start importing some linen. Could grow it, but I don't think I want to be honest. But we can get some more cobblers down. We can start making a lot more shoes and stuff. Although I think one cobbler might be enough. We just need more hides on the market constantly, so a few more goat sheds, probably a good idea to fix that. And once we have an abundance of shoes, start selling them. We can bring in some lining. We can start making some clothes, maybe. Look at that. Food. All their tier 3s. They're fully maxed out. They are so happy. There we go. And our field has been fully plowed. By April, look at that. Much quicker. So maybe it's this field then. Longer is bad. Maybe they want to be like more square. Because only April and we're already halfway through sowing it almost. So maybe it's just a shape thing. Once again, we could probably do with more houses. Yeah, as soon as we get the wealth by selling some stuff, first thing I'm going to do is just start getting these tier 3s down. More population and more regional wealth. And after these two are built, we shall become a medium town. Of course, we could go ahead and just build a bunch more tier 1s. It's probably not a bad idea, really. But let's just at least get to a medium town and see where we stand. And I kind of want to see... I mean, we have 7 months of food. So we're doing really good for food, actually. So maybe just more houses in general is probably the play. There we go. In any second, when this one is built on the left here... Ooh, raiders have been spotted. Where? There. Is that just one, or is it going to be more than one? I'm surprised if that's just one. 2? Only 2? Only 2. Okay, so they're going to come and try and raid us. So, I guess let's rally our entire army, and they're going to come from this direction. So we're going to rally them, and the forest be here. And I'm just going to try and cut them off. Do not let them even get close to our town is the plan here. Ooh, loads of wealth. Let's get some tier 3s down then. Come on. I mean, planks. We don't have any planks. Okay, well, never mind then. Just slightly anticlimactic, you know. Settlement level increase. So just like that, what we need now to win is get 5 more tier 3 plots. And then we have large town. This is not the biggest town. I mean, it's 174 people. You know, if you used to CK3, we've kind of built tall rather than wide, you know? We're going for that building tall rather than building a bunch of level 1s. We're focusing on those level 3s, and it just looks better, you know? But what we're going to do as well, I think it is time we start importing. We're going to start a trade route for some, I believe it is sidearms. Let me double check. We're going to want some militia footmen, so we need sidearms. No. Yeah, that is sidearms. So if we just start a trade route for some sidearms then. It looks like polearms, but it says sidearms. So I'm going to hope it's actually sidearms. And then we're going to want to import a desired surplus of 5. I think we might start also importing helmets and gambesons as well. Just so our units are a bit better, because we got to prepare now to fight the other ruler. So let's get our formation set up. We're going to want a 2... we'll go 2 wide, because there's quite a lot of them. 2 wide of them, with the retinue just mixed up in the middle, I think. And the bowmen behind... Friendly fire mode. Yeah, do not do that. What the hell? We'll have them on shoot at will, so they're more accurate up close. These guys are going to have stand your ground. So they're a bit more defensive, but their main goal is just stay alive, right? Can we get them to mix up a little bit? Yeah, we'll do that with them. And what we'll do, once they get a bit closer... you know what? If you guys can... what's the button again? There we go, Alt. Do like that. We can then get the bowman to get a nice angle off them. Hopefully. Like that. So we have a side angle with our archers. I may even get them to just move... Oh god, how do I unclick? May even get them to just move behind them. Right now. Like that. And our retinue we're going to do in bits. Our bowman coming up behind. Oh. I forgot I can't do that. I'm spawned all the way over here. So we'll just stay in this view. So we have 36 spearmen. 6 of our retinue. And then 36 bowmen just behind, just absolutely laying it down on them. You know, I don't know if that's the right word, but I don't know if that's what I meant. But I don't know if we'll even take any losses. One of them's already broken. There we go. They ran away. Perfect. Is there any camps for us to loot? I don't think there is. No. But we have over 2,000 influence now, so when we're ready, we can go ahead and claim some land off the other lord. We have another perk point. I think we'll go with trapping. I don't know how effective it is. I haven't used it, but apparently that should give us like a passive income of meat from our hunters, which we have 2 of them somewhere. Where they be here? Yeah, there we go. There they are. So we'll see how effective that is. I'm gonna let all these guys now go back to work like little ants. Look at them, just flooding into their job. But yeah, and I forgot to show you with the manor. If we go to taxes, I don't know if any of this even works right now. Maybe it's just like not in the beta thing. Because there's early, or not beta, early access. But you can do land tax, so you tax a percentage of their regional wealth. And you can also do tithe, which I'm, tithe? And you donate a percentage of your surplus food in return for influence. We also just get influence from beating bandits and stuff, so we have plenty for now. There you go, another bandit camp. So we're going to do it straight away, and this time we're going to send the wealth just straight to our treasury rather than sending it to the regional wealth. So we can maybe settle another tile or increase our retinue size ready for this big war. Either could work, to be honest with you. I don't think we need our bows. I'm going to disband our bowmen just to keep some more workforce back at home actually doing things. And they're already down to 14, 13, and they're done. And this time we're going to send it to my personal treasury, so we're up to 183. Still not enough to make a new village, but the way it works is you just start fully again, fresh, with nothing, basically. Just like how we started this one. They're not, like, connected. It's not too important. We don't need to do it today. I got plenty more videos planned for this where we could do it. And maybe one day I would like to do a game where we, like, get, like, a big city in each one. Or a town, I guess, in each tile. And just see what we can do to the game, because I feel like that would break the game. My next plan is obviously 1,000 population in one town. I don't even know if that's possible. This one down here has 200 people almost. So maybe it is. But it'd be very, compact. Now, I don't think we are going to build. What I'm going to do then is go to our manor. We'll actually go to our retinue. And I think what we'll do is just hire more people. So we can get 9. And then we can hopefully upgrade the new 3's armor. So we've got a retinue of 9 now. And they all have upgraded armor. There's all stuff here, look, which is work in progress. I guess they can get expertise and level up and stuff. Yeah, there's not really too much you can do with them now. Other than they're closed now, which is still pretty cool. Oh, now it's September. I completely missed it, look. They've already harvested the whole field. There's like the wheat that's left to be collected, I think. Ox is doing it. We have a bit of wheat now. So hopefully Windmill will get back more work, start making flour. We can get all the bread sorted out again. And that should give us a big influx of food. We already have 73. And then we have a whole new field now being ploughed to bring us even more wheat. I've made another stack of bows as well. I'm out of recruits now. So this is the biggest army we can hold. We'll just need a little bit more equipment. Mainly for our militia footmen. But everything else is just needing recruits. As long as we have enough sidearms, literally we just need a bit more population and we can have quite a decent sized army here to actually go and try and take over that land. I'll have a quick wander in the rain. I haven't really had a wander. Got a church. We're kind of central. We have our little market in the middle of town. See our tavern in the distance as well. And these are the tier 3 houses we have. Meat. Practically still moving. Okay. So it is a nice feature. I don't think I've ever seen this in another like city builder sort of thing, but it is work in progress. So hopefully there's more you can do later on. But you know what? It works for now. It's nice to just have the ability to have a little wander around. We go in the gardens. Yes, we can. So where's our communal oven? Should be around here as well. Hopefully they're working now because we just had an influx of bread. Or the communal oven's over there actually. So we've got our windmills and everything all sorted out. Oh, this must be like a goat shed, look, in these houses, be a look. So they actually have the goats there. And let's build a couple more houses, I think. Where do we want them, though? We could build them opposite these here. Yeah, let's do it. So, we'll make some plots. Don't want to go too many. Efficiency up. Okay. Not sure how that works. Maybe because the trees are going to go? I don't know. Apparently that helped the efficiency. Sure. Oh, our marketplace is full. And people are requesting more slots. So where do we want the second market? I think we could do a little market in this square here. Because I don't think it's going to be used for much else. There we go. So 24 more stalls now can start being built there. And some people were just requesting them. So hopefully they'll get them set up. Because yeah, I didn't realize this market is fully full. There we go. So we're getting another place up to level 3 right here. And once that's built, we will have 14 out of 15 plots for a large town. So this is the one. Oh, look at that one. It's got, is that, are they just removing this house to build it again there? Or what's going on? Yeah, there must be. I'd rather you didn't build that in the middle of the road. Okay, thanks. I was going to say, can you not? We don't have a fence here, though. I think they should have a fence. But you know what? If that's how they wanted it, that's how they wanted it. So, we only need one more plot. And we can, I don't know if it ends. This was set as my winning condition. There's like a couple you can choose from, like conquering all the land, kicking out the other lord, or reaching the large town. So I think large town's the highest. I don't know what happens when I build the next one. If it does game end or not, because I haven't done it before. But before that, I do want to go ahead and fight. So we need a couple more recruits. So I'm going to make a couple more jobs, maybe some more foresters and stuff. We have the farms still fully worked. We can get another family stone cut in. And we'll have another family mining. We'll get this forester's hut built. I think we get even more houses, to be honest. Where, though? Could just fill some of these slots with some houses around our town, fill it out a bit. So let's go to residential and just get a couple more houses down. Just fill out some of these little squares. Just, if we can, there we go, that'll do. Some of them may be a bit weird shaped, but that's fine. Don't think we can fit a house in here, can we? No. How about by the church? Yeah, so we're just going to fill out all these empty little slots, really. And we can probably do a small row of houses be here as well, without getting in the way of the windmill. And we can get an extra house there as well. There we go. So that's an extra 9 houses now. So we can hold another 9 families. I think we have enough food, plenty to be honest, to support that. So let's do that. And that will get us even more recruits. I think once this army's filled out, then we go for it. Yeah, the town's starting to look much better now with all them little gaps filled out. Look, we've got little houses just filling up all the random empty spots. I can get them all upgraded to level 2 as well, pretty much instantly, which is nice. But it makes it look a lot more full. A lot less barren. Look at that, because we have 100 approval, high population growth. Might get a row of houses here, to be honest, facing the market with their back towards the King's Road. So they'll have no garden, which is not great, but that's fine. And I think for our final unit, we're going to get another stack of spear militia. I think that'll be useful. We need to be prepared to fight this, right? We don't want to just do it too early and get absolutely wrecked and just ruin our entire playthrough. That's where you want to live, innit? Right next to the tavern. Actually in the tavern's garden. That's what you want. What I might test is I might see if this game doesn't fully end once I reach like the requirements that was for the ending. I don't know how it works. If it doesn't, I might use this save and carry it on to reach 1,000 population, because it's going to be the same thing again really at the start, building up to this point. But we'll see. We'll see if I can actually carry on the save or not. But I think this is I'm happy with this town. I think it looks pretty cool. Kind of natural, following the main road. And I think it just turned out quite nice. So expanding this to 1,000 population would be nice, as we need to get like another city built over here maybe. More logging camps. And on this big road maybe. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it ends. But you know what? With our current army, we have 11 retinue, 2 stacks of archer militia. We got footmen and 2 units of spearmen. Now the spearmen are not exactly full. They're kind of like split half and half. But I think that's okay. So what I'm going to do is come up here, click on his land, and claim with influence. This is going to basically start a war. So we're going to get everybody to rally. The gauntlet has been thrown. So we're going to rally our units up here. As you can see, enemies declared. And what? Is that my name? Excuse me? Okay. So we need to go up here. He's going to be waiting up here with his men in this battlefield. So we need to get our men there and hopefully win. Losing this could be absolutely awful. Like, disastrous for us. Well, let's see how this looks for a formation. So we have all our bowmen lined up in the back ready. And as you can see, we've got a decent amount of helmets and gambesons. Now, not everybody has one, but most people. And then right in the center, we have our retinue, our personal guard, all armored out, ready to charge. And in the front, we have our footman militia, just taking the front line. The retinue will join them, though. And then on either side, we have a 2 stack, mostly, of spearmen, just to hold the flanks. That is our army going into this. Let's just hope it's enough. I bet our town just looks kind of empty now. Oh God, it looks like a ghost town. There's just no one here. Pretty much all of the men. And this guy, Peter, he's just going for a drink. Thanks, Peter. So, you know what? Let's see. Let's see what he's bringing. If he comes with an insane army, then he comes with an insane army, you know? There's not too much we can do about that. Make sure our bowmen are on shoot at will. Ooh, the battle begins. So, what does he bring in? Brigands, they're kind of weak. 36 archers. And he's got 2 full stacks of light footmen. And a retinue of 36. Okay. We could definitely be in trouble. But we want to hold this. Like that. Let's hold that. If we hold that, let's just hope we can win. I think we'll play quite defensive with our front row. I need you to move a little bit closer. And I want you... I think this army should maybe kind of keep the line mostly. This one folds in. So we're going to have all of our front row on stand your ground. And then all our archers are ready to just start firing. As soon as they come into range. They have a bit of a flank on the right side. They're pushing heavy on the left, though. So I'm going to get my retinue just to straight up join in the middle of these footmen here. Ready to fight on this side. Right. There we go. Ooh, they did a big pushback of all their men there. Our archers are firing. The archers are getting a bit of a flank, which is not great. But I'm going to send these spear militia on push forward just to fight these. Start closing in on our sides. But why are you not shooting? Oh, God. Do they need to be behind? Do they actually need to have, like, an angle? They can't shoot over. Oh, that's not great. Because now they're jumping in to fight my archers. Their archers are getting hit. Can we get our archers behind? Where have they gone? Are my archers trying to go through to get behind? That's not what I meant. Please get through. Right, our archers are behind. So they can hopefully now start taking them out. They should have a nice angle to do so. But their retinue still has 30 strong. Mine has 11. We have 12 spearmen left here, I think. Not looking good. But now our archers are right behind their retinue. Hopefully their men stop dropping a lot. We should win this battle down here. Although they do have a nice angle with their archers. Where have they gone, actually? Over there. Right, you move. You just get behind these ones. Nice, we broke both of those units. Wait, everything? Even their retinue? We broke them that easy. Okay, well... these archers are about to get absolutely destroyed. We do have a message. And make it worthwhile if you drop all your claims. No. Well, now everybody is just rushing. They're running. Yeah, they're like, no. A retinue taking their time. They look absolutely exhausted. Yeah. Our spear militia is just gonna... Oh, I thought they were gonna keep running, just smash into the back of them. But now they're stuck in hand combat. I mean, they are just getting hunted. Are we ever gonna catch them, though? We got some militia footmen getting on the flank. Oh, there we go. That's gotta be it. No. Some of them we've caught. So down to 26. So we're just catching like a chunk at a time. What's our archers doing? Taking their time. Okay. Archers need to move. Get a bit closer. And victory. So, just like that, we defeated his armies. We sent all our men back now home. And if we look, we have claimed that land off of him. Just like that. So, you know what? That does prove this army is enough. We have a good-sized army. And we even had enough people, I guess, to keep up with our farms and everything. Because even still, we have 5 months of food supply. So that worked out perfectly for us. Our population has gone down quite a bit, though. It was over 200. I guess the people... We did lose some people, I guess. Yeah. We lost a fair few people, so I guess we lost like just over 20-odd people there, maybe. So our population dropped, but it should go back up again. We have plenty of houses. Everybody's fed. And we have 61 gold, or regional wealth. So, let's upgrade these 2 plots to level 3 and see what happens. Does the game end? We'll see. If it doesn't, I would like to continue this save. What I maybe do is if I just save, maybe I could continue this one anyway. I think this is a good start. Although it's going to stop us building any more level 3s if it ends. So maybe we should just restart. But I don't know. We'll see. It's almost built. Our final thing to become a large town. Settlement level increase. So we have reached maximum settlement level. And I guess, no, it doesn't end. So I can continue now. Get more points. Maybe we get bakeries and stuff. So it doesn't actually end. It is just endless play then. So on that scenario, it did say you have to reach maximum level to victory, but I guess it just lets you play. So, I think this is a town then we take to 1,000 population tomorrow, or try. We could get to like 600 population and the game could just run at like 1 FPS, I don't know. Because this is, you know, a decent sized town now with 200 population. It looks quite good, but there's a lot more land we could actually fill out over here. So, for today, I'll leave this here. We have done a full game, right? We've reached the ending. Although, you know, this is titled full playthrough, but I guess it didn't end, even though I thought it should end because we have filled it out. But this will be like a full playthrough of the game. Then tomorrow's just going to be experimenting and see what we can get up to. So, yeah, I want to know your thoughts on what you've seen so far on Manor Lords, if you're excited to pick it up. I know it's the most wishlisted game on Steam, which is insane for like one developer. But, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.